Izotto. You know I love you, but I can't give you the ring till I've properly proposed.
Oh no. Daring, do you realize what you've done? You have unleashed a fresh wave of... slash fiction! One of the many things I admire about the Brony community is its ability to weave narratives around one tiny fact. We see Lyra sitting strangely in Dragonshy, and suddenly she's obsessed with the mythology of humans and their oh-so-special hands. Barry Punch swipes a bit of punch at a party, and suddenly, behold the town drunk. We see a Cole playing an arcade game, and barely a year later we have an amazing animated short and music video. So when Gameloft released a card for their online game saying that Twilight Sparkle's mother, Twilight Velvet, loves to write adventure stories, fans adopted the headcanon that the mother of our newest princess is also the creator of Rainbow Dash's favorite fiction, Daring Do. This idea was reinforced in the IDW comics, as a fleeting glimpse of the awards within the Twilight family's home displays Daring Do on an award. So the fans must have called it right. Through careful analysis and deconstruction of scenes, the analytics of the fandom are drinking their own tears as the show introduces a new author who is the creator of Daring Do. That's no concern of Rainbow Dash, who is literally counting the days until the next installment in the series. So imagine her deflation when she finds out that the book has been delayed an additional 2 months.
I don't think I can take another 2 months. I'll never make it.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
I love it when Fluttershy delivers her line in that deadpan tone. It's neither sarcastic nor rude, it's just flutter dry. Dash rallies quickly, realizing that there must be a cause for this delay. Real life!
She needs help dealing with whatever everyday nonsense is distracting her from spending her every living, breathing second writing.
Ugh. It's like every Song of Ice and Fire, Harry Potter, Half-Life, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged fan rolled into one. Twilight, thankfully, provides a reality check.
I'm just as big a fan as you. In fact, I'm the one who first introduced you to the books, remember?
Continuity! At first, I thought that this episode was trying to say that Twilight is the better fan. Then I thought about Twilight's character and how, despite her love of reading, she's never expressed an interest in writing anything beyond reports and journal entries. Meanwhile, Rainbow Dash has talked about writing her own book and is such an avid fan that she's read the same book 12 times over. I really enjoy the dynamic that these two create and how it relates back to fandoms in general. Twilight is the analytical part of the community, the fans who carry out interviews, cover events, and keep everyone up to date. Rainbow Dash is the passion that drives creativity. She's the part that wants to celebrate and create fan fiction, art, and music. Yes, her enthusiasm can go too far and become a negative. Same goes for how fandoms, including bronies, can go overboard. Yet without that vitality, we'd all be sharing spreadsheets right now. We need both the level-headed and the passionate in order for a fandom to flourish. It is Dash's passion that drives this story, and carries the girls halfway across Equestria through the most absurd path. Nice to know that Equestrian GPS is just as bad as ours.
Turn right and proceed.
Well, okay.
In a few hooves.
Whoa!
You will look like an idiot. Doubt me again and I will GPS my boot up your flank.
But things get directed south as the main six meet AK Yearling. Ah, I see what you did there. And they're just about to leave when 3 goon ponies break in. And it is here that we learn.
AK Yearling is Daring Do!
What?
My mind is officially blown!
Whereas my mind has just crashed. You know, this is a rare moment for the show. There are episodes where a single moment defines the whole event, like how the Sonic Rain Boom rewarded fan expectations while a lot of people were upset by Fluttershy putting her hoof down on Rarity and Pinkie Pie. Then there are episodes where there's no one thing that stands out, just a lot of notes that either create a symphony or sour the whole composition. Yet I usually understand this in hindsight. Here, I instantly knew that this moment would either make or break the episode, and I gotta admit, I don't know how to take this. Daring Do was a fiction within fiction character for 1 episode. As dynamic shifts go, this isn't even in the same league as Princess Twilight. And yet, I really like the fact that ponies had fiction. In a world where creatures aren't mythological so much as, well, hungry, it was an interesting idea that these ponies still dreamed of far-off adventures and other creatures. Making Daring Do's adventures an autobiography cheapens that feeling. Plus, Daring Do's desaturated design bothers me now. When I thought she was a book character, I enjoyed the visual similarity to Rainbow Dash. It helped blend the parallel stories and stress how Rainbow Dash was imitating her heroine. Now Daring Do is just a Rainbow Dash recolor with a grimmer attitude and some extra clothes. If a fan had tried posting something like this, people would have denounced it as a bad OC. Oh no, I said it!
I hate original characters!
Just use a background pony!
Self-insert!
Very soon!
Originality is bad!
If it seems like I'm talking more about concepts than the episode, well, that's because not a whole lot has happened. So what is going on with Daring?
So let me guess. Izotto has put you up to this. You're stealing the ring to give to him, so his hold on the fortress of Talicon will be good for 8 centuries as foretold by prophecy.
They are! They're talking about the plot!
I'm going to sell this to him. make a bundle, and retire from archaeology in splendor.
For the love of storytelling, show, don't tell! So Daring Do enjoys a fight scene with the goons over a magic ring as our heroines look on.
Should we go in and help her maybe?
Oh, Flutterdry, never change. But seriously, what kind of jerk just sits outside and watches while someone is engaged in a 3-on-1 fight? Away! And Daring Do emerges from the fight with a damaged leg while refusing help from 5 able-bodied ponies and 1 alicorn princess. And just add salt, she fails to recognize national heroines, just like every other pony. Well, surely we'll be treated to a flashback that explains why Daring has trouble trusting other ponies. No? Well, okay.
Izotl has sought control of the Tenochtitlan Basin since Book 3!
True, but in Book 4...
Oh, Ford, they're doing it again!
...secured control of the Amulet of Atonement, dispelling the dark magic of the Quetzalcoatl Empress, and thus protecting the basin with the Radiant Shield of Razdan.
But the Radiant Shield of Razdan is vulnerable to the dark enchantment of the Rings of Scorchero!
Get on with it! Yes, get on with it!
Oh, sorry, what?
Get on with it!
Okay, I'll sum things up. They have to raid a temple to steal the 1 ring and save the valley so that Daring Do can finish her maybe-real adventures that now feature our main cast. Now, one might ask why Rainbow Dash is fangasming over Daring Do more than she was for the Wonderbolts and Spitfire. When your real-life idol gets KO'd by a flailing unicorn who's dressed like Picasso's puke, the magic tends to slacken. Yet this is the start of Rainbow Dash's weakest character arc for the episode. At first, she's working herself up, trying to gather the nerve to talk to Daring Do, whose leg appears to have miraculously healed. No, wait, shut it down, guys. False alarm. Rainbow Dash is the most action-oriented of the main 6. When it comes time to make a decision, Rainbow would rather act and make a mistake than do nothing. So when Daring Do winds up in another fight, it feels wrong that Rainbow Dash is on the sidelines, cheering and distracting her idol. Even worse, Rainbow Dash gets captured, resulting in Daring Do being overpowered. And what does Rainbow want to do now that the situation is at its worst? Go home and pout. The Rainbow we've seen would never give up, even after failing. In fact, she'd be doubly committed to action now that some pony's life was in danger. Thank goodness that Twilight returns to remind every pony of Rainbow's true persona. And the rest of the episode plays out at rapid speed. Fortunately, we get to see the return of the Rainbow Dash we all know.
Have I mentioned yet that I work alone?
Have I mentioned yet that you're lucky I don't?
If there's one thing that My Little Pony has taught me, no matter what the generation or medium, it's that all of life's problems can be solved with a good game of keep away. The battle ends when Rainbow Dash and Daring Do are able to liberate not 1, but 12 rings from the dais. This destroys the temple because. And with stock villain phrase number 607,
I will have my revenge!
Daring Do flies off to finish her book while Rainbow Dash provides the first diary entry for this season. I think any fan, brony or otherwise, would see a little of themselves in Rainbow and Twilight's dynamic, and there are some funny moments and action scenes that make this episode enjoyable. Yet the entry of Daring Do into the equestrian setting is so jarring and unexpected that this episode can lose a lot of people before the first commercial break, and Rainbow Dash's defeatism seems out of place for this character. Despite my misgivings, I'd recommend this episode if only for the fan reaction. Yet, let us all remember that there's a silver lining. Now Rainbow Dash's fanfiction dreams can come true, like this latest rendition I found while raiding her fridge. The thick chains wrapped tight around Daring's legs, pulling them while... Ow, oh, no, ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Seriously, Rainbow, I don't think this thing on page 35 is physically possible. Oh, ow, oh, oh. Not unless you practice yoga.
My life is ruined!
Where are you gonna find a ping pong paddle that big? Besides, I'd rather ship Daring Do with Big Macintosh.
Nope.